Hello, and welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host, Aurora, and I'm very happy to be spending time with you today. I'm a life coach, a love coach, and if you ever feel like reaching out to me because you feel stuck in life, you feel lost, you don't really know what your purpose is and what you're meant to do for the next couple months and years to come, feel free to message me, Aurora Eggert Coaching on Facebook, or just contact me on Facebook, Aurora Eggert. And we can schedule a 60-minute call, all for free, where you can just get a little bit of a taste of what coaching could look like for you. Otherwise, if this is your first time listening, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for being curious about my podcast. It is a podcast that is meant to provide you with valuable information when it comes to your mental health and your relationships and overall health, and for you to find a space where you can rest and recharge your batteries. And if you've been a long-time listener, thank you so much for your support. I love it so much to connect with you over Instagram or Facebook and to read your comments or requests for episodes. It's just amazing to have you here. So, yeah, thank you so much for everybody listening. Today I want to talk about the truth. Us humans, we have a difficult relationship with the truth. I feel that from an early age on, we are being conditioned and shown that it is okay to lie, that it is sometimes even totally necessary to not share your truth in order to not face weird consequences that are going to impact you negatively. So I want to ask you this week, what is your relationship with the truth? How truthful are you with others, but especially with yourself? I think we know every time we're not being truthful. We know when we tell somebody outside of us, outside of our family or even friends, when we are not 100% truthful, but we do it anyways, because sometimes there is something else that is way more important than the truth, our truth. And it can be very different for every person out there. It can be very subjective. It can be harmony, wanting to stay connected with people at all cost. Look at the wife, for example. Her biggest priority is to maintain a beautiful family picture for the external world to see. It is her utmost priority that people look at her and see that she's beautiful, she's capable, she's a provider, she's a helper. Her husband is always there to support, and they work as a great team. The children are part of the family. So for her, let's say it is very important on what other people think. Now, her husband starts cheating on her. And on some level, she knows it is wrong. But what would be way worse, though, is to call him out on it and to then have drama, a breakup, divorce, separation, the kids having to move somewhere else. That would be way worse. So this woman now decides to not see the cheating of her husband. She doesn't live in denial of it. She knows exactly what's going on. But she chooses to ignore it because she doesn't want to face any consequences if she calls him out. So her truth is, we have an intact family. We are happy. We are working as a team. Yet she knows that everything is fucked inside of her household. And that creates a huge disbalance within her, but also within that family, because she's going to try and overcompensate, and so on, and so on. This is just one example of a person choosing something different over being truthful. And the reason why we do that is because we've learned in the past that a negative consequence, a harsh reaction from another person once we speak our truth is bad for us. That a negative consequence, a harsh reaction, will on the long run cause pain, separation, anxiety, and we don't want that in life. Now, if you've listened to my last episode about being authentic and living your truth, you know already that yes, sometimes we have to pick discomfort over comfort and trust that in speaking our truth, we maintain a healthy balance within ourselves, and we also give our external world the opportunity to be authentic and truthful and in balance. And negativity and fights and short-term, anxiety and discomfort are part of life. And it is sometimes more important to face a little bit of discomfort instead of long-term comfort, but at the expense of your health, at the expense of really having a healthy relationship. So test yourself this week and maybe over the next couple of weeks and months, especially over the Christmas holidays, because I feel that's the time when we tend to be, least truthful, because we are meeting with family again and we want to create harmony. We don't want to create friction, at least some of us. We want to have a sense of belonging. We want to have a sense of completedness, of wholeness, and we don't want to be that stick in the wheel that is being truthful. And by just observing yourself and taking mental notes of when you are lying most, that can create a change already, right? I'm not encouraging you to now all of a sudden throw one truth bomb after the other, especially during Christmas. We don't need extra friction right now. I think we're all exhausted enough and irritated. But to just observe yourself and to see, who's the person I lie most to? Is it myself? Is it a person that I call my friend? Is it my parents? Is it my children? Who am I most afraid of telling my truth? Again, is it your parents? Is it your caregivers? Is it your friends? Is it your spouse? And then why is that? And to know that we are being conditioned to always go with the feel good. We'll always go with the positivity. Yeah, you got to be positive. You got to be encouraging and hopeful. You can never be in a bad mood because that's going to drag people down. Well, that's not authentic. if you are having a shit day and trying to lie about it, people will sense this. And this is another very, very important part to talk about when we talk about truthfulness is trustworthiness. The more you lie into your own pocket, so let's go back to the woman who is happily married and her husband is cheating, but she doesn't call him out on it because it's more important of what people think. It creates a disbalance inside of her, right? There is resentment and hatred and disappointment inside of her, but she chooses to suppress it because it's more important for her to have the beautiful family image. But like I love to say, we're all animals. We sense weird vibes from kilometers apart. And so this woman will have more and more difficulties to connect with people that love truthfulness and that love authenticity. Of course, she's going to connect great with people who do the same bullshit than she does. But with people who can cut through the bullshit and want to know a person on a deeper level, they will sense from a mile away that something is fishy with that woman. And no matter what it is she overcompensating? Is she depressed? Is there something else going on? But no one can live a lie for too long. And the people who choose to usually get sick because inside of your body, your hormones going to get out of whack and your body is going to rebel and everything is going to go down a rabbit hole. So explore a little bit, be curious, be a detective. What is your relationship with the truth? Is it something that brings you joy and makes you feel alive and good? Or is it something that makes you shy away and doesn't make you feel good and you feel you'd rather adapt than telling your truth? Thank you so much for listening to this episode here today. If I was able to bring value into your life, if I got your brain stimulated the right way, please leave me a comment or even a rating on Apple Podcast and a review. It would mean the world to me. You know, I'm working on this podcast here for the last year and everything is for free that I offer. And I would love to reach more people in distress, more people that I can help around the world. All right. Take really good care of yourself. And I will be out there very soon again. Bye-bye.